Hello, I'm Kate Stichina, you are watching InstaForex News. Representatives of authorities, by all appearance, last week were preparing consumers and investors for the disappointment by the warnings about possibility of the next period of the economic growth deceleration in the Eurozone and about possible strong obstacles in the economy of Great Britain. In this way, Jürgen Stark, the member of Governing Council of the European Central Bank, stated that the economic recovery in the Eurozone can lose its strength in the first half of the year. According to his words, it does not mean the second wave of the recession, but most probably it tells about the gradual and uneven revival of the economy during the next several quarters. The private domestic demand in the Eurozone was steadily weak recently. As a result, it was necessary for the economies excessively to rely on the temporary support from the part of the government stimulating program and on the foreign demand from Asia and the USA. Without all these factors, the beginning recovery in Europe will face the risks. New investments in the private sector are limited by the lack of crediting and presence of the uncommitted capacities. The households also show their restraint against the background of combination of fears concerning the employment and strict standards of crediting. However, sooner or later, the governments will want to withdraw the fiscal stimulus from the economy. If the national economies do not recover, the leveling of the support may have serious consequences. Speaking in the parliament on Tuesday, Angela Merkel, the Chancellor of Germany, stated that the country will hardly overcome the consequences of the economic recession during the most part of the current legislative period, which ends in 2030. The Bank of England minutes of meeting, which was held on 6-7 of January, were published in Great Britain on Wednesday, according to which the programs of the fiscal and monetary stimulating and the weak pound, in the opinion of the central bank managers, stand for the stabilization of the British economy. The members of the Monetary Policy Committee noted that the strong barriers on the revival way were remaining. The key question standing behind all these threats concerns the terms of realization of the exit programs from large-scale government programs on stimulating. The billions of euro and pounds are still directed to the support of weak economies. This continues to promote the advancement of the government sector deficits. Overlong postponement of the consolidation beginning can lead to the decrease of the sovereign credit ratings and increase in the cost of the government borrowings. The governments have already exceeded their limits. The average budget deficit in the Eurozone is surpassing now 6% from the gross domestic product. This is twice higher of the maximum permissible level for the European Union. Great Britain, which needs to cut down its spending, experiences the strong pressure. In this financial year, the budget deficit of Great Britain will achieve 12.6% from the GDP, and this will allow it to compete with Greece. Experts advise not to level the support until the independent growth renew in the private sector. It was Forex News provided to you by InstaForex News team. Goodbye.